Hi, welcome back to my channel Fix and Repair, and today I'm going to talk about the modifications I did to the snowplow on my 1979 Power King. I added a lever to it, that way I can, instead of using the old pull string, I can move it from side to side. I added a handle on the front of it. You can see I have my weights on the front of the plow. I moved my toolbox from the grill guard, and I'm going to talk about how I did the modification, and I'll take the camera off the tripod and I'll give you close-ups, but right now I'll show you in depth of what this does and how I improved it. Okay. So as for the weight bracket, the reason I put this weight bracket on here is because I have a crane in the back of my tractor and I needed some weight as far as possible forward to counterbalance the tractor. So I picked this up and it just so happens it fits in here perfectly, and I picked these weights up off of eBay, suitcase weights, and I can have up to 3 on each side. That way it adds counterbalance to the tractor. And it does clear the brush guard, which is good, though the toolbox on there didn't. That's why I had to move it to a lower position. Now, as for snow plowing with weights in the front, obviously this doesn't work because the weights trip the snow plow. Okay? I'm going to take this weight off of here. And when I have the weights on there, I put a strap, 2 straps on there to hold the weights in place. Okay. So you can see back here I have this lever, and this lever is from a mini tire changer from Harbor Freight. And I bought an extra one that time, and I had these parts. I decided to use this for this project. Now originally, this plow had this cord that ran up to the front of the tractor, and you pulled this and then you ran against a curb or a tree or your neighbor's car to turn the plow. And I didn't like that idea because I don't want to bend the plow, I don't want to break anything in the tractor, I want to keep this as nice as possible. I came up with this solution where this lever is hooked to a chain and it runs down to that latch, and I took a spring here from a lawn tractor seat and I add that in with some brackets, and now all I have to do is press down on this lever, grab this handle which I added, and voila. I have all my positions. And I've seen that some people put hydraulic cylinders on the tractor. I didn't want to go through the effort of plumbing it, and I thought there was some other way to mechanically do this to improve it. And this is what I came up with, and I really like it. Now, the one problem I had with this when I designed it is later on I changed the lift rod for the snowplow to get more lift, and then the chain was too long to trip the latch on the bottom. So there has to be a happy medium. If you make the chain too short, what happens is when you lower the plow, then you'll bend this bracket. Right now, that's about the height it is, and I can adjust it. So when it's all the way up, this lever won't work because there's too much slack in it. But from this position or a little bit higher or all the way down, it works perfectly. Well, you can't have it all the way down because you couldn't swing it, but you get the general idea. Okay, so I'll take the phone off the tripod, and I'll lower my brush guard. And I'll show you what it looks like. Maybe you might want to do the same thing here. This is what it looks like down here. So the bracket that's over here, that bracket is a bracket off of a Craftsman lawn tractor. That's one of the transmission brackets that holds it to the frame. And I bent it right up in here. Okay, mounted it to the snowplow frame here. you can see in the back side, there's the spring. And this is the bolt that goes through the hole in the spring. Okay. And this other bracket, I have no idea what it came off of. It just so happens it fit perfectly. I had to have 2 brackets in there, that way it wouldn't shift. Okay. So I used some washers and some spacers. And I'll push down on the lever and you can see that moves the latch. The chain's moving. And that's moving the latch. And I'll go to the other side. Maybe someone want to see from the other angle. I know I always like to see from other angles how things operate. See? And that is a chain hooked down there with a link. And that's originally where the string or rope hooked. And it used to pull back that way. Okay? All right. Now I'll put this up. And there's the handle. That handle came off of a Toro leaf collector / lawnmower. It was something that was just awful. My neighbor gave it to me. And I thought maybe I could use that handle for something. It's nice and chrome and it fit perfectly. I had to cut it off. But there it is. Okay. So if you like the video, please subscribe. Pass it around. I'd like to get monetized. All right. Talk to you later.